He might have to go for a butterfly now. You see, with this shift, Vici Gaming get a lot of momentum, and they might get 1 or 2 damage items, and then if he goes for an Abyssal, it's great, he can jump an Abyssal at target, but he's gonna disengage so fast that he can't put it to good enough use. So he has to probably get a defensive item here, as both Shadow Fiend and Luna will soon be completing their butterflies as it looks. And having an Abyssal is all great, but you're gonna jump in Abyssal, you're gonna miss a lot of your attacks, and the enemy team in turn is just gonna turn you. They're not gonna miss.
Vici's lineup looking incredibly strong now at this point. 34 minutes in. Super. Now working towards his own butterfly. And as we saw, as you said, evasion now picked up on Luna. It's going to be very, very hard for Na'Vi to fight into, especially with the fact that Vici have got that Aegis ready for the next engagement. We're seeing 4 of the group up on the top lane. He may very well look to try and push this down, look for another tier 2. Dendi at the moment with the point booster picked up. Looks like he's going to be going for what I imagine to be the Octarine. This is going to start on the Luna.
Yes, definitely does look like it. I'm not sure if that's the right choice here, to be honest. I'm worried that Na'Vi won't have enough damage, and that Dendi should have maybe considered a refresher over this with a double Laguna, because the problem is, Octarine is great, right? You get cooldown reduction in your stun and Light Striker, or sorry, in stun and Dragon Slave, which is of course incredible. Lower cooldown on ult is also great, but the cooldown on ult doesn't get so low that you can reliably use it twice in the fight anyway. So it's mainly for the 2 others. The spell lifesteal is also great, but it's just not going to be enough, right? So I don't think this is the path Dendi should be taking right now.
We'll see what...
Could also be a Bloodstone build-up and going very greedy and aiming for the late game. That is still a possibility here. I actually like that maybe more than Octarine here, but I think neither of those choices is the best.
We'll see what Dendi does indeed opt for. Bottom lane, Hao ready to get the push on here. Has got the backup in the jungle at the same time. Na'Vi, they're on the top lane. We've got 3 heroes starting to work their way towards the racks here, the tier 3 on the top. And it's going to be kind of a case of who pulls who back first. Nice and FY already backing up as Super, making movements towards the top lane here as well. Vorst standing, but he's got a lot of money on him, 5.5k gold, so Vorst very much getting to the comfort zone of being able to pick up the next item and have buyback available as well. Straight onto the tier 3, has got the creep wave up here as of yet. Now we're going to be able to see it go in. Vici, they're going to look to try and block him off here, moving straight up. TP, Arstyle actually cancelling the TP here, wanting to stick around to fight, but Arstyle's going to lose his life here. There's going to be the relocate out to save her Vorst. But poor
meanwhile, Hao is being chased a bit here. His TP got cancelled by the Tuskbolt.
Funnick as well, look at these body blocks come out. How's going to be in a lot of trouble? Vorst going forwards here. He's got a mana void, he's going to use it. Blowing up Hao here on the Luna. Top lane, Seneko did die with a relocate back up to the top. But the Vorst finding a kill onto Hao on the Luna.
I mean, you look at the overall gold gain, and I think that probably favors Na'Vi overall. That last kill they got is 731 gold for Hvust, and of course putting the Luna on the sidelines for a good minute, and almost a minute and a half actually here is very, very important for the farm development of this game. And Hvust, we just mentioned his name, he's got 7,000 gold. I think it's time to go shopping a bit here. I wonder what he's going to get. It could be a full Abyssal, could be Butterfly. I think Heart is not the choice when you have BKB in this particular game. I think it's simply too weak.
I mean, it's the great thing about the fact that he's saving up this money.
If it's going to be
the Abyss or the MKB, it's going to definitely catch Vici Gaming off guard because they can't see what he's building. So we'll see what he does go for.
It's going to be the aggressive build with the full Abyssal. It puts him in a position of power, but at the same time, kind of glass cannon here against what Vici Gaming are sitting on. So has to be careful, but if he chooses his initiation timing right, this is the highest damage output item he can get right.
And I guess in the fights, who do you look for Vorst to jump on with the Abyss? Would you go straight for Super on the SF?
I think you try to get the Luna, if possible. The problem he has is a really big part of Vost's damage output right now is the Manta style, and it's going to be for a long time, right? All the damage from Mana Break, and of course the illusions themselves. It's very easy for Vici to counterplay it. If he blinks in an Abyssal someone and uses Manta, you fissure. Just to stop those 2 illus for those 2.5 seconds, it's enough for the target to keep their mana up so they can use their spells after popping.
They're smoked up Vici Gaming. They're looking to catch out anyone on the side of Na'Vi.
There is a gem on Ice. He needs to be really careful. He doesn't blink too. Ice is not seeing him.
They're going to go straight in.
He is
by Hao. Full commitment there to find the kill onto Funnick. Now they're going to look for more potentially. That's going to be Dendi hiding in the trees. he's going to be fine for the time being. And top lane, you've got Artstyle.
Split pushing Dazzle.
He's going for it.
A modern classic.
Mid lane, of course, the Vorst and Seneca working their way down this lane. And I mean, the pushing power of this anti-mage now at this point is it's going to force Vici back every time.
Yeah, this time around they're not going to be able to claim the bot 2-2. Looks like they'll leave Hao here for a bit. That is pretty risky. He doesn't have a TP. He does now have a butter. He's going to run it by it. He's just flutter together a little bit faster and lets his illusions do the job. This is going to force an Navi hero back, or they're going to lose a tower. So, oh, they're probably going to lose the tower anyway. Looks like it might be too late. Dazzle's going to port. He cannot hold this back on his own. I really don't think so. I was actually just going to run for the tower, but there's still backdoor protection. Oh, it's just Mantis Orbs. Yeah, Artstyle will actually hold it. The Mantis expired a little bit too early. And now 2 big items on the Radiant.
What have we got coming out?
Abyssal for Anti-Mage, as well as the Solar Crest for Soneko. Can compensate for the lack of tankiness that Quost has right now, as there are no MKBs on the Dire side just yet. So it gives him a lot of EHP with that 30% evasion. You can cast on him, as well as, of course, the armor.
Vici groups up here. In their jungle, her Vorst, as you said. Just continue to farm. In terms of buyback availability, that's enough. Yeah, he's got more than 1,000 surplus, so he's going to be okay for the next fight if it does go down badly. But Vici Gaming at the moment looking to be in a very, very strong position and a good position to fight in as well. Funnick, with the Shadow Blade, needs to be careful, as you said.
If Isis blinks, he's dead.
Not quite in range at the moment.
He doesn't realize it's there. Anyway, oh, Night Vision found him! Oh! Wow, cutting it close here. So, okay, here's the problem that I think Navi will be facing and that I was worried about from their draft standpoint. I think the timing window when AM needs to peak and get the job done for them is closing right now. He is almost maxed out. He can get one more item, and of course, Moon Shard in addition to that, but it's not really that cost efficient. So, might replace the Vlads for a Butterfly, I would imagine. And then he's kind of maxed out. And then they kind of have to get the job done, right? Luna is going to grow a lot, so is Shadowfiend. He still has a slot remaining, can sell his mech and get another slot. And even Ice, his Queen of Pain, has a lot of room to get some good utility items, more than likely. And what do we have over on Dendi? He went for a Blink Dagger, another 3k gold in addition to the point booster. He is not going a late game core build right now. He does not have physical damage output. He does not have the refresher. It's a lot more about the control and the initiation right now, which frankly just isn't going to cut it if they can't kill the targets during the lockdown.
Well, the amount of damage that Vorst is doing, as long as he can work his way around the fight without being caught out by the side of Vici, should be able to do a lot for the side of Navi. But as you said, the fact that you look at Vici and they've got those 2 hard hitters, both the Shadow Fiend and the Luna, which at this point, as you said, they've still got ways to go. They haven't quite capped out yet in terms of items built. So Vici Game is just going to start looking scarier and scarier, and it's just what can this anti-mage do in response. Of course, he's going to start to try and put the pressure on this top lane. Vici Game, they've got 4 heroes down on the bottom. Again, it's just trying to force each other back at this point.
And it's very important that they have 4 down here, because Dendi's actually in a pretty good position to try to go for a Blink Yule's play with Relocate, and they could easily have ganked any solo hero down here. Super's actually alone right now. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it though. Luna will claim the tower with the Mantis.
Dendi's walking down the lane with the Relocate coming in as well. Seneca bringing in a force of the Abyssal Blade. Straight onto Super. We're up with the Mana Void there. Another kill here for Vorst. A mega kill streak and a big kill to make it with as well. Finding the kill onto Super on that SF.
And Roche has respawned at the same time as well. If Navi are going to check this, they will with Frost. He's going to go in for it.
And if they can find this,
if Vici Gaming go buyback, this is a Roche for Navi. The question is who gets it.
Does he just give the Vlads to someone else to hold and, or drop it and
pick up the Vlads and take the Aegis, but he's still not that strong. I think in a way he kind of needs the last item slot a lot, so maybe what he can do is he can sell the Vlads, take the Aegis, and have like a courier with him with a 6th item for when he dies. Like, that's what it feels like at this point you might want to do. Let's see who they give it to. Aegis goes to Dendi.
It's Dendi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this choice. I think Close is going to just sell the Vlads, go for the Butterfly, while it's still a solid pickup. Because what else would he get? He could get MKB, and once again, very glass cannon-y, but then he can at least bypass the 2 Butterflies on the Dire side. It's a difficult choice. Do you tank up yourself a little bit, or do you really aim to shut down the enemy targets? We'll see soon enough. He's got the money.
I mean, I'd certainly like to see an aggressive build come out from him, because you got to remember he has got both Seneko and Artsel on very defensive support. Supports that can keep him alive, so we can afford to go for that glass cannon.
And he is under pressure to end the game. So I would agree. In this particular case, I think MKB might just be the better choice. Let's see what he does. And it is.
MKB, it is.
Or Daedalus.
Oh, the Daedalus anti-mage. We see it all the time.
Being purchased up.
Oh, he's playing for it. He needs to be careful. Vici came in all rounds here. He does have backup.
Oh, this is a good juke move. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a blink.
There we go. The casual BKB.
Everyone gets away with blink. And that's the end of that. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, another guy blinks.
Oh, it was a good job. Funny blink down, I tell you what. Just getting himself out with that TP.
Funnig is really doing the best he can to make every single gank as exciting as possible. He gets out by the skin of his teeth every single time, it seems. Bottom lane, there's some farm to clean up for Super. Curious to see his next item choice. I think if they identify that there's no butterfly coming for Ghost, he might just go Daedalus. And that's the threat here, because Ghost, once again, going for the glass cannon build, he can die just as fast as he can kill. Of course, they could still choose the MKB for the crest counter.
Bendy's been very sneaky.
Not sure about the math on that. I think MKB is still better than Daedalus against crest as well.
He's waiting for something. He's hiding away here, chilling it out. I mean, he's given the map to Havorst. Of course, 30,000 net worth at the moment. Good 8k above both the SF and the Luna, both How and Super. And he's certainly getting to the point where he's pretty much stacked out. I guess, you know, to get himself some bots online, and as you said, eat a moon shards, which at the rate he's farming and kind of the passivity of this game at this moment, 45 minutes in, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him find as the game continues.
This is Satanic. No one how. He's starting to get really big. 25 armor, 2400 health. What do we got in comparison on Ghost? He's less tanky, actually, on the anti-mage now than the Luna. Of course, do we have a crest on Vici? It's very important. We do not. And that is the big difference maker right now, that even if you have the bypassing mechanic with Monkey King Bar so you can't miss, the 10 armor is still pretty significant.
He's still in the trees. He is, isn't he? He's spent most of the time over here.
Yeah, he's exploring.
He's being a bit sneaky.
Doing his coin challenge. Explore 90% of the map. Hopefully there's no coin challenge with that. That would be horrible.
Vici, I want to go something here. Okay, they found a force. Can a force get himself out of this one? Echoes have everything. Sonic Wave, can they kill him? Oh, they do! He's down! They finally kill him to a force. He has got buyback available. Snake going to lift the TP out. Will be able to just find himself back to base. But I think a force is definitely going to have to use it here. 90 seconds off the map. And Vici, they're ready to go for a lot of damage and destruction here into the Radiant base. Heading towards that bottom lane here. As you know, they're just going to head for the game. They're heading for the tier 4s here. Fortification's going to come out here for the side of Navi. Still no buyback yet used on Havorst, on the anti-mage. But the tier 4s are going down incredibly fast. No, but there's your buyback. Okay, Havorst, what can he do now? How's going to get the BKB off, and now they're going to be on the retreat. Out comes the Eclipse. They're not quite chasing it here on Navi. And Vici are just going to back themselves up. So they get a fair bit of damage done to the tier 4, do force out the anti-mage buyback, and get themselves out without losing anyone.
They play so aggressively against a team that has the Aegis. This is pretty uncommon. Dead descending on the Aegis, they still go for the anti-mage gank. With him dead, they still go for the fight in base, believing they can disengage, and 0 cost. They got almost tier 4s, they forced buyback. Paid nothing for it, they go back to farming. This is... Navi are running out of time. I really feel like if this goes on for another 10 minutes, Vici are just going to beat the one stronger late. They have to make a play with this Aegis if they can. But it's expiring in 30 seconds. They haven't used it for anything.
And this is certainly an issue for Navi as well. And now they're for this very fragile period of the game, where if they lose Havorst again, it's pretty much over. They've got to keep anti-mage alive at all costs. Without that buyback available now, it's going to be a very, very tense part of the game here for Navi.